Infowars.com/show.
I wouldn't be able to pinpoint exactly or tell you whether they are cartel or coyote drones, but nonetheless, they were up there, and I've seen drones in action before, and it was really easy to distinguish them with the red and green light flashing above us, and figured that at least take those lights off, but they gave themselves away, and we were able to capture it on footage last night.
Now let's focus on this activity that you witnessed last night and the pattern. But I have to go back. What you said that they're rolling kids down a hill? I'm sorry, I didn't fully understand that. What was that part?
If you are receiving this transmission, you are the resistance.
My guest is Anthony from Border Network News, Facebook.com/Border Network News. Anthony joins me now. Anthony, you've got some powerful footage from down at the border. Now, it's tough to see. It's dark, and your commentary is really powerful over it, and people can find that at Border Network News on Facebook. But from being down there and from filming and seeing it firsthand, tell us, what is your account about what's happening down there at the southern border?
Well, first of all, thank you for having me on. It's an honor. And yeah, since I've been doing this since back in 2012, I can honestly say that I have never been as concerned as I am now. It's one thing to see it on TV, but it's another thing to actually live it. When you have these individuals not caring about any of these children running over here and literally rolling them down the hill off the train tracks, it's really a sight to see. And not only that, you start seeing what's really happening. There is like a schedule that these people run on. And there's been several times when I've been over here overlooking Anapra Juarez, which is an area that I actually drove Joe Biggs in a few years back. We are able to see from this particular location a caravan of 70 buses last night, all coming down the hill into this neighborhood. Keep in mind, these are public transportation, but they're privately owned. And these are basically old school buses that America sells to Juarez. These people buy them, they deck them out, they put neon colored lights on them, and that's how we're able to distinguish them. And last night, as I was streaming, sure enough, a caravan of at least 70 buses, from what we caught on camera, were coming down the hill, and then they get lost into this particular neighborhood. This is one of the most dangerous and one of the poorest areas in Ciudad Juarez. And last night was the first time that I myself witnessed two drones pretty much overlooking everything that was happening down here at the border. And unfortunately, those drones do not belong to the Border Patrol. There was one drone that was particularly flying right over the wall, and then there was another drone that was flying directly across from it, but it was flying on the American side, right over a landfill.
Now, again, we're rolling all this. We're kind of showing all of this B-roll. I just want the audience to know the reason it's dark and it just kind of looks like lights is because you're out there filming at night. But what you're explaining here is the buses coming over the border. You just said 70 of them you saw last night, and now and then I guess, what is it? Cartel drones, coyote drones? What do you think is going on here? This is incredible.
I wouldn't be able to pinpoint exactly or tell you whether they are cartel or coyote drones, but nonetheless, they were up there, and I've seen drones in action before, and it was really easy to distinguish them with the red and green light flashing above us, and figured that at least take those lights off, but they gave themselves away, and we were able to capture it on footage last night.
Now let's focus on this activity that you witnessed last night and the pattern. But I have to go back. What you said that they're rolling kids down a hill? I'm sorry, I didn't fully understand that. What was that part?
Okay, so in the particular area where the fence finishes at, there are two train tracks that are very, very close in proximity to the actual border where the wall ends. And they kind of these both train tracks go up on a little hill each, essentially kind of giving you the illusion that it looks like a little pyramid that these train tracks are running on. And when these trains are passing by, Border Patrol can no longer see what is coming in from that particular angle in through that area. And there's times where one train stops right here in this particular area while another train is passing by, and these people are able to commute back and forth between these train tracks, running up and down these two hills, or to jump on a train, or they have the option of going under. These are not cartel tunnels. They're water drainage system tunnels. Nonetheless, they use them to run through there, and they can either jump up, run up the little hills and jump on the stagnant train, or they can actually just continue their way into America right through the reservoir, through the water drainage tunnel.
All right. On the other side of this break, let's get into just what you witnessed. I mean, 70 vans, you said, caught crossing the border. 70 buses going into a town right there at the southern border. Let's talk about the occurrence there and how regular of an occurrence it is. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the Infowars.com War Room, brought to you by InfoWarsStore.com, where we have 50% off all of our apparel right now at InfoWarsStore.com. My guest is Anthony from Border Network News, and they've got some incredible footage they've been capturing. Here's a quick take or a quick look at some of the headlines. Epic footage, 70 bus caravan and lookout drone filmed at southern border. That story is at Infowars.com. Kellen McBreen has a story at Infowars.com. New Mexico government attacks citizen border patrol after 1,800 illegals cross in just 24 hours. That was just in one district, too. The ACLU is also attacking that citizens group. Alarming footage, 91 illegals stopped by patriots patrolling U.S.-Mexico border. Infowars.com. Border crisis caught on video, 300 illegals stopped by armed militia. Infowars.com. So we've got all the footage and everything at Infowars.com. But, this story right here is quite telling. New Mexico government attacks citizen border patrol after 1,800 illegals cross in 24 hours. So basically, just imagine in your own community, let's say you live in a neighborhood and there's been an increase in crime and it's all happening at night and the officers can't seem to thwart it. And so the neighborhood gets involved and they say, we're going to have a neighborhood night watch. And so they've got somebody on patrol, driving around, walking around, what have you. And then the police come and say, hey, stop trying to help us stop these criminals. Stop trying to help us catch these criminals. That's what the equivalent of this is to me. It doesn't make sense. So, Anthony, correct me if I'm wrong here, but, is this the New Mexico government basically saying, don't try to help us? It's totally out of control, but we don't want your help? Is that what they're saying?
Yeah, pretty much. The ACLU basically jumped on board on trying to attack us and demonize us, trying to call us racist. Keep in mind, I'm a first-generation American. I speak perfect Spanish, and it's ridiculous for them to be calling these guys a group of racist individuals where there's all sorts of people from all walks of life coming out here and trying to secure the southern border. That's just ridiculous on their behalf.
But of course they would do that. You're an American. You want to protect American sovereignty. So that immediately equates to racism now when you're a liberal. But of course it's insane. But what are they? Do you think this is because of bullying by the ACLU? Because if I'm Border Patrol, I'm looking for all the help I can get. They can't even hire agents quick enough.
Look, Border Patrol down here, no matter what the main Twitter page is posting, the agents that are down here, boots on the ground, know firsthand that these guys out here are doing a phenomenal job. I'm out here documenting with them day in, day out. These guys treat these guys with respect. Nobody gets hurt. And Border Patrol actually really appreciates these guys being out here because since these guys have been out here, reportedly, these guys have helped apprehend at least 5,000 individuals in the last 64 days that they have been out here. Now, unfortunately, the train is about to pass by because I'm out here with them right now. So bear with me.
All right. So there's literally the train passing by. He's out there on the – so you're out there. You're out there right now, huh?
Yeah, we're out here right now, and I'm out here documenting and making sure that the news gets out. America needs to wake up. My main goal is trying to educate people in the states up north in America because they seem to be the ones that can't swallow this pill. They're having the most disconnect. God forbid that all of this that's happening in our city and our border towns, God forbid it starts hitting them and affecting them as well. I see it day in, day out. It's incredible the amount of people that are being let in, the amount of people sleeping on the streets down here in El Paso. It's really transforming in the last couple of months. They are about to open 2 major facilities for these individuals out here as well. One of them, which the media is not covering, is actually right in front of a bowling alley. The Salvation Army is completely all over that. They have 18-wheelers of the Salvation Army out there bringing in top-of-the-line equipment for the kitchen and a bunch of vehicles also from the Salvation Army, recent models out there ready to start giving their money to these individuals.
So they're just basically building communes. So the U.S. taxpayers are basically building these communes essentially at the border for these non-citizens to come up and just get everything for free?
They're giving them everything, absolutely everything for free. These individuals have been coming in. 2 nights ago, I documented an individual that came in some fancy looking shoes with a leather jacket and had the audacity, after we apprehended them and told them to stop, after they were all sitting on the floor, he had the audacity of pulling out, it looked like a kid's shirt, like a little boy's t-shirt out of his leather jacket, laid it carefully on the ground so that he would not get his new jeans dirty on the floor. It's just unbelievable. They have $800 cell phones on them, and it's just it's really unfortunate. I can only it's just really unfortunate that this is.
So what do you equate that to? I mean, we've got all kinds of issues at the border. You got diseased people coming, impoverished people coming, drug running, gun running, human trafficking. And then, like you said, you've got people coming across with brand new iPhones, brand new shoes, brand new everything. Well, I mean, what is the deal? Is it just everyone is just like, it's a free ride, we're just coming in?
Bro, I would love, they're just coming in like crazy. And the thing is that I've also noticed a pattern with the train. Maybe here in a couple of days or next time you guys get the opportunity, I can actually show you guys on video exactly how it happens. We would have to film during the day because the trains are also very well involved in this. It is United Pacific, and it seems like all of this is very well orchestrated from what I can guess and from what I've been witnessing out here. The train stopping in this particular area, and it's just, to me, there's no logical explanation that such a long train would just randomly stop here. Minutes after, we've seen caravan of buses pulling up on the other side, and then you see a train just roll up here, completely stop, and then you have another train passing about 50 miles an hour. When the other train's passing about 50 miles an hour, now the Border Patrol agent can really not see what's happening at the border fence, and these people rush the border. They go in through the tunnels, the water drainage tunnels, and they run up the hill onto the stagnant train, man. All this I've documented, and I've wondered about who is running these routes for these trains and who is actually in charge of stopping the trains here. It's really outrageous.
What are you seeing too? I mean, do you see a lot of sick people, a lot of kids, military-aged men, angry people? I mean, what is the average illegal border crosser like? I mean, what do they look like? They want to come here and work, or what is it?
From the minute you come over here to this particular area, you're already a criminal. You're trying not to get caught by authorities, so we have to chase you down.
So you're coming across illegally. Like, that's a thing, like, here's the open spot. You can come in illegally here.
Yes, and the coyotes actually take a few steps into where we're at. And the last night, 2 nights ago, when we apprehended those 91, I actually tried to run towards the coyote. Although I was documenting, I could not help myself but try to run after the coyote with the flashlight, telling these individuals just to run, telling them, no te pueden hacer nada, telling the people running in here. They came in like roaches, and they were yelling. He was yelling at them, they can't do anything to you. They can't do anything to you. Run.
Wow. This is incredible stuff right here. We're airing some of this. You're doing brave work. Wow. Where can people follow your work?
They can find me on Conservative Anthony on Facebook. And they can also find me on Border Network News, and they can find my partner, Oscar L. Blue, at Oscar L. Blue on Facebook as well.
And I know that Kellen McBreen has been covering your posts lately, so we'll continue to remain vigilant and perhaps get you back on here soon. But just in the final 60 seconds, I mean, folks, this is incredible what Anthony is documenting here, and it's brave work, and he's doing basically graveyard shifts to catch all of this stuff. So follow Border Network News on Facebook, folks, and this is just powerful footage. Anthony, thank you so much for joining us and for your courage.
No problem, brother. I'll talk to you soon, man. Stay safe.
All right, appreciate you. Wow. You know, everybody has a calling, folks. And that footage that Anthony is getting is incredible. Because, I mean, you can sit here and act like there's no crisis at the border or act like it's not an issue, but when you see the footage, when you see the numbers, I mean, it's real. This isn't just a political football. This isn't just a talking point. This isn't just a narrative. This is a crisis. This is a national emergency. It's well documented. I mean, it's out of control. Any sane individual would be doing something immediately about the wide open southern border.
When it comes to rebuilding your energy, convenience is key. While coffee, candy, and other sugary products can give you a short boost, the crash can leave you more tired than ever. Turbo Force from InfoWars Life is a powerful mix-in energy packet that utilizes vitamins, amino acids, and extracts used for hundreds of years to provide you focus, clarity, and a boost of energy on the go. Simply take a packet, mix it into the indicated amount of water, and enjoy. With 14 servings per box for a 2-week or more supply, this is the formula to stock up on whenever you need a boost. Perfect for work, in the car, or at home. Turbo Force is the ultimate answer to a sluggish day. Don't let your day slow you down. Perk up with Turbo Force at InfoWarsStore.com.
The scientists at InfoWars Life have created a powerful formula for inflammatory support and joint support. Discover the power of ancient medicine with Bodies. Bodies contains one of the most potent forms of turmeric available. Turmeric has been used for thousands of years and is one of the most studied herbals today. It is well known in traditional medicine for its soothing properties. Our pure turmeric extract plus piperine from black pepper makes for optimal absorption to help boost and support your flexibility, mobility, joint function, immune system, and so much more. Regular turmeric root from the store only contains 1 to 5% of active ingredients, but our turmeric root extract contains over 95% of the active ingredients. Bodies combines turmeric with organic herbs such as spearmint, sage, lemon balm, and thyme to work synergistically for full body support. Try Bodies today at InfoWarsLife.com or call us at 188-253-3139.